Well, here at home, an end to the ban on turbans in Quebec soccer today. The Provincial Soccer Federation faced angry criticism from right around the world, and the province was accused of racism for banning turbans on the soccer pitch. But today, the federation reversed its position, announcing that turbans are allowed. Salima Shivji is our reporter on the story, joins us now from Montreal. Salima, you were watching that news conference in Montreal held just a few hours ago. Why did the QSF say it's lifting the ban now?
Well, in a word, FIFA was the decision behind the reason to lift this ban from the Quebec Soccer Federation. The federation says it was actually surprised at how big and controversial this issue became. They called it surreal, in fact, because the federation says all they were ever trying to do was get clarification from FIFA. That was the root of the ban, according to the federation, was to get clarification from the World Soccer Authority. Now, yesterday that came. In a statement, FIFA said that it was okay for male players to wear a turban or other gear on their head, other religious wear on their head. They provided guidelines in order to do so. And the federation says that that really paved the way for its board to make a unanimous decision to overturn the ban that, of course, caused such a stir here and around the world. Now, there was also an apology today in the news conference. The head of the federation, Brigitte Fro, said she sincerely apologized. She was deeply sorry for any offense, if anybody was offended by the ban. She says that certainly wasn't the intention.
When you take position, you don't make friends, but we are persuaded that our decision was based on two facts: that we need, that FIFA said the rule is fine, they can wear turbans, and they're going to give us all the parameters that you can use the following condition to respect the wearing of turbans.
Now, so what happens now? The Canadian Soccer Association has lifted the suspension of the Quebec Soccer Federation, so that means that interprovincial tournaments will be able to go ahead again. There won't be any problems with national games, and really the Quebec Federation and its officials are just hoping that the focus will be back on the game now that the ban has been overturned.
Right, and with a tournament going on this weekend in Montreal, what kind of reaction have you seen to this decision so far to reverse this ban?
That's right. Well, there are quite a few friendly games that have been organized to raise awareness about the Sikh community, about turbans, and basically to show that it's not a safety risk to wear turbans on the pitch. These were already organized. Of course, plenty of reaction at those games. A lot of people just feeling sheer relief that the Quebec Soccer Federation has decided to make what they call the right decision to decide to allow turbans onto the pitch. So a lot of relief here after a couple of weeks of disappointment, of anger. And we did speak to a 15-year-old Sikh soccer player, very excited to get back onto the soccer field and be able to play this year. And he says there was no bitterness at all towards the federation. He just wants to get back out there and play. So hopefully the officials from the federation are hoping that sentiment is felt throughout the Sikh community and with all soccer players in the province.
For sure. Thanks, Salima.